So, what the hell is a tripwire offer? Now, the purpose of the initial consultation is not to sell our full services. It is designed to sell what we call a tripwire offer. A tripwire offer is something we splinter from our main services and charge a lower dollar fee for, and it's called a tripwire because it sets off the process of the client giving you money in a low commitment way. The biggest thing that high-end resi clients look for in the people they do business with is competence. They expect things done to an extremely high standard and on time when they are supposed to be done. And the fact of the matter is that hardly any businesses meet this simple task by having things done properly when they are meant to have them done. It sounds so simple, but most businesses screw it up. Does this sound familiar to your experience with people you have hired to do stuff with you? And as a result, competence is an extremely valuable commodity as it is rarer than hen's teeth. High-end resi clients are going to be reluctant to hire you for the full project because they won't know if you are competent or not. And if you play this game wrong, you could end up competing with a few architects doing free design work just to prove your worth to get the job. Now, by completing the previous parts of the high-end resi social media blueprint, we have already shown what makes us different. We have shown that we understand them deeply and what they really want from their project, so they already want to hire us. But the risk for them is still there because of the sheer amount of times they've had their hopes up by hiring someone to do something for them only to be let down. I don't know about you, but my default expectations of anyone I hire are pretty low to begin with. However, with all that said, the groundwork we have put in allows us to get away with a lot more than we could otherwise. So we're in a position to start getting paid from the get-go. But to mitigate the risk on their part, we offer a partial service up front. And if we show we have competence and do what we say we will, when we say we will, and our work is excellent, we get the full project. It's a foregone conclusion. But this isn't the only advantage of a tripwire offer. Now, a lot of you don't have a flash portfolio for the flash jobs. A tripwire offer goes a long way to negating that, because what we are doing is essentially giving the client a trial run with us by offering a lower price service. Never forget that the most precious thing to an affluent client is time, and competent people save them time and hassle. They do what they say they will, and they get the job done with minimal input from the affluent client. That's their dream vendor, and you've got to be one of these types of people to do business with. I'm telling you now, though, if you display complete competence to your clients in whatever niche you have chosen, then you will own that niche. Affluent people network a lot, and when the subject of your type of project comes up, you will be the go-to guy or gal. So our tripwire offer requires a lower commitment from the potential client, which is a lot more appealing to them and gives you the opportunity to blow their socks off with the quality of your services. It should have a low relative cost, but a very high perceived value in the mind of the client. Now, when I say low cost is anything up to around $9,800. $9,800 is probably the max I would charge for this starting out. You can, of course, increase this exponentially once you have a solid track record and a few really cool project stories in your marketplace in your arsenal to back you up. Now, some of you won't be confident enough to start charging this type of fee. It's just a guideline. So just charge what you are comfortable with and then add $1,000 to it. You're going to need to push it out a bit by bit to get comfortable charging a lot for your services. The fee you charge is a reflection of your self-image and sense of self-worth, but we can also slowly increase that by adding a bit onto the fee each time you close a client. However, with all that said, don't worry, we're going to go through some examples here. And to be honest, it doesn't hurt to use all or most of them to give a nice variety of your offers. And therefore, you'll have different fees depending on what your tripwire is, because some of these aren't going to cost $9,800. In most, but not all cases, the best tripwire offers are things that you can splinter from your full main services and are things you need to do anyway. So now let's design your tripwire offer, and I'm going to give you some examples here along with what I think is the best one. So what makes a good tripwire offer? Well, let's look at some offers you can make, and let's weigh up the pros and cons of each.